show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Rich Guzman.
What's going on, you guys? My name is Ace Guzman.
And we are Ace and Rich, so welcome to Ace and Rich Live. Great to see you here, guys. We did change a little something here. I don't know if you guys noticed, but
Just a little bit.
I noticed that Ace, when we go live, she actually looks a little shorter all the time. So I kind of got some director chairs here. So we actually, they're kind of bar stools, actually. But kind of like director chairs. And now she looks a little bit taller and, kind of looks a little bit more even. And
I like to
that.
feel
So,
tall.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So, guys, right now we're waiting people hop on the live right now. We are going live on YouTube. We're going live on Facebook as well. And so people are hopping on right now. So, guys, I want to welcome every single one of you to this live. And if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my screen, too.
Yeah.
And we got people hopping on. So now, guys, we're going to be talking about something that's very important, and that we're going to be tackling something that completely changed our business, okay? That really separated ourselves from struggling to actually creating success in our business. So we're going to talk about that, so you can learn about that as well. A lot of great stuff here. And then you want to talk about some stuff as well.
So we definitely want to focus today, on the mindset shifts that took us from struggling affiliates, just getting started, to becoming what is known as a super affiliate. Now, there's not a lot of talk about being a super affiliate. I mean, there's books out there and a lot of content, blog posts from different gurus out there that claim to be a super affiliate, but it's not what you think. No. It's not what you think, because with this type of a mindset, it's all about focusing on not the tactics, but actually having the right mindset in order to create solid, high-ticket affiliate sales. And that's where we come from.
Well, it's a big deal when it comes to earning high-ticket affiliate sales, because people think that because if you make a high-ticket sale, it's more money, that it's a lot more difficult. And
right.
I used to think the same way, so It's not your fault. I just, realized that the sale is still the same, right? People, get afraid of actually trying to sell in general.
Yes.
So even if they're selling something that's high ticket or low ticket, they still struggle with that because they're just afraid to ask for the sale. It's more of a mental block that really holds them back and things like that. So I'm seeing got people hopping on right now.
Yeah, we have Chris Yamuchi. If I butchered your name, I'm so sorry. He's like, I have a long question when you guys have a chance to answer. Thanks, Ace and Rich. Well, thank you for stopping by our Ace and Rich Live. And we will definitely help you as soon as we're done at the end and we do Q&A. We'll go ahead and start asking questions and answering questions from the community. And that'll be great. No problem. Thank you so much for being here. And let's continue.
Yeah, so guys, in the chat, okay, I want you guys to, drop a 1 if you ever wondered what's really different about, being a super affiliate, guys. If you ever heard about that, if you ever wonder what's different about it, instead of just being like a regular affiliate.
Yes.
Yes. Because we went from being an affiliate to a super affiliate, and there is a difference, and we're going to get into that as well and things like that. But drop a 1 if you want to know, the difference and stuff like that.
But we're going to break it down, and it's definitely not what they think.
No,
we're going to dive into this. This is good stuff that they're going to know about.
So let's see. I'm looking at more comments here. And so let's take it back to Motel 6, right?
Oh, gosh. Okay.
So the Motel 6 moment.
Motel 6.
When we were homeless and we lived in Motel 6.
Yes.
That was in Enfield, Connecticut.
Before we fired our bosses.
Yeah. Before we moved to Puerto Rico. Right? But, I'll let you really talk about that, because it really is.
Well, here's pretty much what changed everything. When we got started, we actually did not have any money for marketing. We didn't have any money for advertising. We didn't even have money to upgrade. It was really dire straits at that point.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we were like rubbing pennies, while Rich was actually working at Best Buy.
Well, I wanted to, have the motel across the street from where I worked.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to use that much gas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I was only working part-time.
Yeah.
You guys know Best Buy only hires part-time when you first get
Right.
hired and stuff like that. So.
And at that time, Rich was involved in a different affiliate program. And on the front end, you would have to sell what is known as a tripwire. Okay. And this tripwire, they would pay, what is it, $7 commissions?
Yeah, $7 commissions.
And we were focusing on that. Like, oh, if we could just make enough $7, we could just like save up. And then we could use that savings and we can upgrade.
Get our first traffic run.
Let's get our first traffic run going, and just focusing on $7.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, trying to focus on that $7, we were working a lot of hours. We were like literally like nothing mattered but just putting in the right hours of time to just make that little bit of commission. Anybody could relate to that? Putting in a lot of hours, maybe working 24/7, pretty much, skipping, sacrificing time, picking up phone calls at the table, whatever you needed to do to try to get that $7 commission, right? How crazy is that?
Oh, yeah.
And the thing is, guys, we had it all wrong. We We were celebrating like over 100 low ticket sales.
We're like, oh my God. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're
on top of the world.
How do you get excited with a $7 commission, right? It's like, it's kind of tough, with that mindset. And then Rich was talking about how the importance of the sale being the same. Why don't you talk about that?
Well, I mean, I want to really talk about the high ticket sale being the same as low ticket.
Yeah.
Right. Because
break it down for them.
Because when we started realizing that we can make more money with selling one product and earn more money than selling one product and making less money.
Right.
It was a light bulb for us. We decided to go, wait a minute, we're doing all this work, but it seems like we're making these sales, but it's not really climbing the income the way that it should, right? The whole dream of being an affiliate marketer was really like crashing and burning. So what we did was we learned more about high ticket affiliate marketing. We learned about higher profits, different percentages and things like that.
Right.
And we're like, wow, if we could put the energy that we're doing into selling these $7 offers, and then, put that into practice, what if we can make more with the same kind of energy that we're putting into this business?
True.
And we did. We started selling higher ticket products.
Yeah.
The next level we started selling was more like, $298 for the whole year, like the annuals.
Yes. Annuals.
And we started earning like over $200 commissions with that. That was really cool.
Yes.
We were like, wow, we just made $200. This is awesome, But sometimes, you would earn, $20, right?
It would fluctuate.
Yeah, off a monthly.
Yeah, it would go like
right?
Some months you would make the 7, then other months, you'll get a couple upgrades and you'll get the 200. And then you want to get as high as you can.
Well, we were focusing on the 7. We go like, oh, let's just focus on the 7. But now when we started focusing on the higher ticket, we said, well, let's push the annual, right? So we push the annual more. We can sell the features and benefits and the value of what it entails. And then we're like, yeah, I like that because I don't have to do monthly. I can just pay it annually. And I'm
yeah.
And it worked. A lot of people were buying the annual. And we're making like 200. And then we started seeing our payments go from like, I don't know, $100 a month to like, several $100s a month,
right?
$500 a month. Started going up to $1,000 a month.
Yes.
And then we realized that we could purchase another product and earn like $1,000 a month.
And this is where the mindset was challenged.
Not a month, per sale.
Right. And this was where the mindset, especially my mindset, was challenged because, like, guys, I came from network marketing and we were never taught to buy, $1,000 products and try to make, bank about over, 60% or 50%.
Well, you were.
Like, I wasn't into that. I didn't know anything about that.
There were package deals in network marketing.
But never to make that much money.
But you never make that amount of commission.
Honey, I can sell cleaning products. I would never make that much.
Right. You would never you would never earn that type of profit.
You would never.
Right. You can sell $1,000, package.
Right.
But they would give you like maybe, I don't know, $50.
Just about
100 at that.
You'd be lucky if you even see $100.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because it's all about volume and different levels and stuff.
It was more about volume and recruiting. Whereas
but with this,
it was a lot.
We were like, oh my God. So we could earn $1,000 commission.
Yes.
If we really have this product. And for us, we put all our money together from me working, from the money we were earning in our affiliate program.
Right.
right? Earning the annuals. And we put it together and we invested $2,000, but we were short though. So what we did was like, it's tax season, right?
Yes.
And it was about that time, so it was perfect timing.
Uh-huh.
And we said, well, why don't we, why don't we work together and why don't we just put our taxes together?
Yeah.
So a little bit of taxes I got, and you got taxes as well. We came together and we invested in our first high ticket, and that first high ticket was earning $1,000 per commission.
Yes.
So we sold it $2,000. We would get 50% commission and get $1,000.
And I was doing it smart, right? Because what I was doing was I was lining people up before that even happened, and we were making this decision. And I was like, you know what would be really cool? If we could just get every new pending member or customer just waiting, and then they won't make the move until we give them the green light. And that's what we were doing. We were being strategic
all
about
the $7 buy-ins that came in, all the people that were
buying their ducks in a row. That's what we were doing.
Purchasing the annual.
Yeah.
And then when we saw that product, and we put our money together and we got uncomfortable and we did it. Everybody else did as well.
Yes.
Because people, follow the leader, right? Whatever you do, they're going to do.
They're going to duplicate.
They're not going to do what you say. They just do what you do.
Exactly.
Right? So what happened was we saw a lot of people upgrade, of course, and we went from literally a few $100s a month to $1,000 a month.
Yes.
To $10,000 in 1 month.
Yes. Yes.
To $14,000.
Yes. Yes.
And then, of course, the owner was adding new products to the mix. Okay.
Right. Right.
And what we did was we saw a new product and we were like, a product for 10 grand?
And this was the first high ticket sale.
I'm like,
that we were
like, what? You know what I mean? So it's like, for me, I got very uncomfortable. I know you were uncomfortable.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got really uncomfortable.
And I ran into this before in the very beginning with a high ticket in 2008 when I first got started before I met you. And I said, I'm not going to do that. That's crazy. I'm not going to, spend 10 grand. That's ridiculous. Right? I mean, while everybody around me is successful, I'm not. So I said, well, I've tried it the other way. So I'm going to try it this way.
Yeah. I remember this conversation.
I'm going to do what my brain is.
Opposite.
My brain is telling me not to do it. So I'm not going to
I'm going to go against the brain.
So I'm going to go against the brain.
Yeah, right? I remember that.
So I ended up just diving in. But how? When we earned those $1,000 commissions and they added up, it was enough to invest $10,000. So what we did was, well, hey, it's not coming out of our pocket.
No.
I mean, we just build it up from the commissions and let's roll it back into the business, right? What your business should do.
But we realized that once we make this decision, that this is what all marketers must comprehend, and this is the mindset shift. Don't forget, if you're using your existing commissions to do an upgrade, guess what? You're going back to zero. You got to start to build it up again. But we did it.
So we saw this and we said, you know what? Again, I'm going to do what my brain is the opposite of what my brain's telling me to do. My brain's going, are you crazy? 10 grand? Why are you just made 10 grand. Why are you putting 10 grand into this new product? Mm-hmm. And I said, well, because I tried things before in the past and I never invested like that.
I never did either.
I'm like, okay, so let's do it.
Let's do it.
And let's talk about the product itself, though.
Yes.
The product was about going away to Maui, Hawaii, and hanging out for, I don't know, almost a week.
A weekend?
Right? No, it was
a weekend?
Almost a week.
Oh, okay, the week. About a week down there.
Almost a week. And I've never been to Hawaii before, so I'm like, okay, so I'm investing in a product. I'm going to go to Hawaii. Okay, I'm going to learn some great advanced marketing tactics. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And so it was exciting, but still, 10 grand is a lot of money, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we did it, and before you know it, other people were investing. I say investing, that's what they did. And what happened was amazing, guys. The coach of the company was a great coach, right? I'll put his name out there. Great guy, John Pierre. And what he said was, he said, guys, you guys got too much happening. You got too many people coming in. I need you guys to start learning how to close your own sales.
This was the moment that the opportunity and the smell in the air and the situation started to change, especially for me, because Richwood had to be at work, but I had extra hours. Like I could get out of work early and I could take care of my son.
You weren't working yet.
Was I working yet?
No,
yes, I was.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
I was. I was
working.
Staples.
Yeah, you were working.
This was before I fired them. But then I was at home with my son, And then I would put the time to actually learn how to close. And the coach would teach me how to close sales. And trust me, the confidence was not there. I was very scared and nervous, but I had to get uncomfortable and follow what the coach taught me. And he wrote out a sample script, and he had me do drills. And I had to do drills and practice and practice and practice. And the drills were actually practicing with real people. Like if I messed up and I lost that deal, that would be my fault because I wasn't too confident at the moment. But I'm glad that he put me through that, because like my closing ratio to close people in sales, it went from 0 to 100%. Like I could close anybody, and it was amazing. I developed a lot of skills doing that.
For me, you know, I've been mentored by great coaches, you know, previous to this opportunity. So I had no problem asking for the sale. So I never really had that problem. I wasn't really, I didn't have that fear. So I used to come home from work. We used to come together to be like, guy, she's like, babe, look, we got a lot of people lined up here. We got appointments. And I'm like, oh man, I'm tired. But regardless, still did it, right? We had appointments at night because people were coming from different time zones.
And he was tired.
South Africa.
I remember.
We're talking United Kingdom, Greece, United States, in different time zones, Thailand. The list goes on and on.
Yes.
So we have to do what we have to do. So I was closing deals with her, and like I said, we got uncomfortable, and we banked $42K in 15 weeks.
Yeah, that was incredible.
That for us, that was like phenomenal.
It was really phenomenal.
But you know what the most amazing part of that was?
Yes.
Everybody that we've closed went to Maui, Hawaii with us.
Yeah.
That was amazing, because we all went and learned together some great things.
And we got to see him in person.
And had a great experience. I mean, it was a lifetime trip. That was amazing.
Created a lot of memories.
Yeah, a lot of great memories.
Amazing memories.
So the reason why we're telling you this is because, you know, high ticket it's something people get really scared of. They're like, oh my God, I don't know if I could sell somebody $2,000.
Yeah.
And let me break this down a little bit, because, and I'm going to start there. All right, forget about the 10 grand. Let's just talk about 2 grand.
Let's talk about 2. Yeah.
Most people, when they hear that, they go, I can't ask someone to pay for 2 grand, let alone 10,000.
If that's you, if you've ever been the one that said that to yourself, whether it be out loud in your mouth or thought about it, put a 1 in the chat.
Because you have to learn something. If you want to make money, you have to become that entrepreneur that has the mindset of creating wealth, of creating capital.
Yes.
Okay? And this is something that we have to learn and get uncomfortable about, because in this business, you are creating your own economy. Okay? The economy is you. When you go to work, that business that hired you, that's their economy. And what they do is they pay you, you know, for working so many hours. But when you are an entrepreneur, you have to make your own hours, and you have to create your own economy. You do. And you have to close your own deals.
Yes.
All right? Just the way it works. Even if you're not the owner of a company, because of course, affiliate marketing, you're not the owner.
No, you're not.
Right? But the mindset that we had that separated us from everybody else who became number one as a super affiliate, that's why we're getting to the point of super affiliate, is that we knew we had to think differently. We knew that we had to create our own economy. And we knew no matter if we didn't own the products, we had to treat every single person as we were the owner of those products.
Yes.
Right? So we treated them if they were our own customer, because we cared. Yes. Right? That's just the bottom line. So we wanted to make sure that we had it all set up. As soon as they came in, we helped them make sales. We helped them, get lined up. We helped them get set up. I would set them up. I would have the business going and things like that. And I still do that still to this day.
I created my own Facebook group so I can keep all of our customers and our team members together, because I love to, take care of our team and make sure that we have a tight-knit community that I can be available to them if they need additional support.
Exactly. And understand, guys, like what we're sharing with you is not theory.
No.
This is actually experience and an actual steps that we've gone through and what we've done and continue to do still to this day.
Yes.
Because we learned through experience. So if you're hearing something here, maybe there's one thing that you're hearing that there might be a light bulb that goes off tonight and go, whoa, I never really thought about it that way. And that's good. And you might, some of you might go, oh, that's a little bit uncomfortable. That might be a little weird. You know what I mean? Then that's good. You're on the right direction.
That's even a better thing.
It's a better thing because
It is.
you understand something. If you're coming from working and then becoming an entrepreneur, this is a whole new world. It's a whole new way of thinking.
Different.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Especially online. This business is and always will be a people's business,
It will be.
right? It's all about building relationships. And if you're uncomfortable with building relationships, start getting books on developing relationships.
Yes.
Whatever you're trapped in, whatever you're struggling with, whatever you're stuck on, read the things that are going to help you excel on the parts that you are weak at.
Yes.
Because if you take care of that, you could literally create capital on demand. And I'm telling you right now, when you have an affiliate program out there, you have to think this way, okay? Because the program itself is not going to make the sales for you.
No, it's not.
They might to a certain extent, but if you want to make like super affiliate income, like we do,
You got to do it.
you have to be the one to be more proactive
Yes.
and not be reactive and wait for someone to do something for you.
I never waited for anybody.
No.
I remember
No.
telling you, I was
No.
like, I ain't waiting for nobody.
No.
Nobody who calls himself a closer. I never really believed in that. I really was happy the fact that I developed the skill sets on my own. And then I was able to teach those skill sets to my team members who were ready, who were serious, who wanted to learn how to close deals and close high ticket sales like me. So I would take them underneath my wing as long as they were willing to invest. And I would spend the time with them one-on-one to be able to teach them those skills.
Yeah, so, and a lot of things shifted and changed for us because, you know, we started attracting more serious type of people coming into our business, okay? People that they were a lot more serious. They didn't need as much support because they're already affiliates, right? And we started getting referrals from other people who didn't want to join us but saw what we were doing, and they were like, well, I'm going to give you some referrals because, you know, it's not a good match for me from what I'm doing, but it'll be a good match for you. And I see what you guys have been doing and helping a lot of people out. I'm going to, you know, give you referrals, you know, for these people.
Yeah.
And that was just amazing.
It was.
That was another piece of the pie that really helped our business grow too.
Absolutely.
So I want you guys to understand that. So let's go into like the super affiliate daily routine.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So if we're looking down, guys, keeping it real, we got some notes here. Okay.
So the first thing you want to consider is what are you going to do every single day in your business? And I say every single day like it's your office hours. You have to treat your business like a business. It'll pay you like a business if you treat it like a hobby, but it'll pay you like a hobby. So the first thing is you want to work on your morning hours. Now you could devote, if you can, before you go to work, at least 1 to 2 hours. If that's all you have, then that's all you have. I remember Rich waking up early in the morning, getting ready to go to work, putting on his Best Buy uniform, and out the door he went. He barely even ate his breakfast, but he had to get to work. But you know what he did before that? The night before, he dedicated just 2 hours of whatever time he had when he came home, and he focused on creating content, and he was working on doing the emails. Remember, you were doing the broadcast?
At that time, I was doing the emails. I was setting up the emails, scheduling them out for the following day, the morning, and the afternoon.
Yes.
So while I was at work, things were happening.
Yes.
And then sometimes, if I had a little bit of time, I would rush to the computer, and that's probably why I didn't eat sometimes. I would rush to the computer, and I would set some traffic up, right? Because I was making a little bit of money now,
right? And
I would start running some traffic, and I would get that going throughout the day. So I would be looking on Geek Squad on my tablet, and I would of course, I wasn't supposed to do that, but I would see, some of the leads come in, some of the sales come in, and
you can't help it sometimes.
I couldn't resist.
You can't.
So here I am working, right, earning income at work, right, capital. Like money for me, everything's capital now. And then I would see sales come in, and I would make money while I'm at work. At the same time, I'm earning money at work.
Yes.
So it was pretty cool.
So those are what we call revenue generating activities. So you want to focus on only revenue generating activities. Don't sit there on your Facebook wall and start going through social media. There's a time for that. You don't need to do that. Just focus on something that's going to produce a result. That's income producing activities. We call them IPAs.
Yes.
You want to focus on that. Okay. The other thing is when it comes to people who are interested, you definitely want to follow up with those people because you let them know, you got to go to work, be truthful, keep it real. Okay, yeah, I have a job. So what? Yeah, all right. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you mentioned that
Yeah.
because
you used to tell people that,
oh
right?
my God, because we get this feeling like we got to
hide it.
We got to portray to be someone that we're not.
Yeah.
Right? I do the opposite. I'm like, yeah, I'm at work. You know what? And I'm using my job to fund my dreams. Right? I coined that phrase. I'm using my job to fund my dreams.
Boom.
I'm back at work, yes, but I'm creating capital at my job so I can fund my dreams because I know eventually I'm not going to be here very long. Right? I put that strong intention out there, and that's what happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he would just tell people, yeah, I got to go to work. But when I come back from work, I'll be able to sit down with you and we can answer all the questions that you have, before you upgrade to the higher ticket.
And for the company as well, we were doing the calls.
We were doing the calls for the company.
So, yeah.
Yes, we were definitely doing that. So definitely no social media tasks until money tasks are done. That's part of your daily method of operation at that point right there.
Yes, ain't that the truth?
The other thing is, and I'm breaking it down for you, is you want to focus on at least 1 to 2 hours of content creation. Now, this is super important, and I had to learn this the hard way. How many of you actually got in the trap of posting success quotes on your fan page? I'm going to throw myself under the bus, okay? This is something that is taught by inexperienced marketers who don't even market themselves. And then there's also taught by people who aren't great experienced marketers, but they just want to get you to do something. So they go, oh, just go post success quotes and wait to see if somebody likes it. We'll just see what happens. Throw some spaghetti on the wall, see if it sticks. Let me tell you something. That shit does not work.
That's not marketing.
It's not marketing.
No.
You got to focus on quality posts versus, quantity. You can put 100 posts a day, but ain't nobody gonna come see it if you don't add nobody to your group. If you don't add nobody to your community, if you don't build your audience, because you're always building something, you're not gonna have anybody eyeballs to go see your website. This is why a lot of people struggle with social media and they have a love-hate relationship with Facebook. Is because number one, they're blaming Facebook for their not being successful when it's really them to take the fault. They have to take the responsibility and say, you know what, I should have put some time in to build up my audience. Then I probably would have had my content seen, read, watched, listened to, right? That's right. What it comes down to. So focus on one piece of content and make sure it's a quality post. And be very careful with this because there's a lot of misconceptions out there where they want you to focus about 4 hours into generating a quality piece of content, and it's long story-based type content. Be careful with that trap because you can write a whole long bunch of stories, but if you ain't got nobody to see it, again, you're going to fall into that trap. You don't have your links being looked at, and your website is going to be dormant, and so is your bank account. All right? Yeah. Have a clear call to action. When you're creating quality posts on, your social media, platforms, make sure that you put a clear call to action. Don't fumble, don't bumble. Make sure it's clear. Yes, I want you to like my page. Yes, I want you to follow me. Yes, I want you to download this cheat sheet. Like, be clear and say what it is that you want to do in your writing, in your audio, if you're doing podcasts like us, or if you are creating some type of video content, pointing below, show a link up front, says, yeah, book an appointment with us. You know what I mean? Get clear on that. Because if you fumble and you bumble, guess what? People are going to see there's a lack of confidence there, and they totally know you're really new. They can tell, okay? They're going to fill you out.
Absolutely.
Strategic placement. So this has been like a topsy-turvy type of a thing when it comes to strategic placement. Back in the day, in 2016, you could put a link inside your body of your content in social media, and people would see it immediately. But Facebook's changed over the years. Now they don't like that kind of stuff. They want you to do it on your fan page. Well, we found a loophole, and it's basically in the comments thread. So all you have to do is when you actually want somebody to go to visit your website and you want to move them away from Facebook, listen, just use the comments thread, post your URL, affiliate link, or whatever in the comments and let them know in the description that it is located in the comments. That's a clear call to action, and that's a strategic placement of your call to action as well. Afternoon. Good afternoon, by the way. Oh, afternoon. Yeah, afternoon. When it comes to the afternoon, we know how busy it can be. The afternoon, especially if you have a work schedule like Rich did, he really can do much, right? But if you can squeeze some hours in there in the afternoon.
I remember going in my Jeep and
parking lot.
Recording videos in my Jeep.
In the parking lot.
In the parking lot, okay, in the Jeep.
Creating content,
right? Have something in my mind, I share it in that moment during my lunch hour.
Yes. And we taught a lot of our successful graduates of our coaching program to do the same. And they still to this day do it. Like when they had their jobs before they fired their bosses, they decided to use that time wisely And if they have a lunch break or a specific type of break that they can whip out their camera.
You were closing deals during your lunch break.
I was doing closes during my lunch break. I only have 15 minutes. So
there were so many people. I mean, you have to leverage the time.
I never made excuses. I definitely, I wanted to work on just that. And because I had a mission, and plus I had my why. My why was strong. I didn't want to freeze my tail off at work anymore. So I had to get out of that job. I really wanted to be out of there. The place that I was working at, it was like a hangar. And it was freezing in the wintertime.
Yeah, because the heater system broke.
Yes.
And they didn't want to fix it.
They didn't want to fix it. Yeah. Corporate didn't want to fix it. And so we were struggling as employees to go to work, and we would bundle up like Eskimos.
I walked in to get an electric heater and went right behind the counter. I don't care what Bob said.
I remember he did that.
Yeah, took care of you.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. So here's the other thing you want to work on is optimization and system automation. So optimizing your stuff, really important. Build the foundation, make sure everything is situated so it's set to public, people can find you, and then also work on your systems. Make sure they're working. Because if you have broken systems, you're going to lose leads, you're going to lose sales.
And now with AI, we didn't have AI back then.
No.
And we have to do this all manually.
Yes.
You guys got AI now. So, I mean, man, that can help you
if there is room and it's within your budget that you have to pay for this service, then do it. It's worth it. And you can automate the process. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you a lie, because that's not within my integrity to say, oh, you can automate the business 110%. No, BS. No way. You still have to involve yourself in the business, period. That's the whole point of having a business. If they wanted you to be a robot and be 100% automated, they would have made an AI bot just to do the whole damn thing. And you know what? Would take you out of the picture and replace your job. But we're not going to do that. In this industry, in this game, it is a people business, just like we said in the very beginning. Absolutely. You want to have conversations every day. You want to have engagement every day. You want to be able to show that you actually care and be able to answer people's questions and help them overcome their challenges and different problems and solve them, because that's what you are.
Entrepreneurs get paid for solving problems. Remember that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Team delegation. If you are in a second tier type of affiliate, there are a few of them still left. If they're out there and you're in one of them and you have like multi-tier type system and you have a team and you make overrides off your team sales, then get your team involved. Start learning how to do team delegation. Delegate some things, some tasks to your team. Get them to do some things.
Well, I mean, you could also get them going, like do like a rotator. Set up an ad and get a rotator going. Get them their first sale. So
we did that.
Start helping them create their first story, about their success.
Yes.
It's very, very important.
Yeah.
And that also helps you as a leader, especially if you're sharing it on your wall.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe there's like this, a very expensive course and everybody wants their piece of the pie. They want it, but they all can't afford that one expensive course, but you can. So why don't you create like a co-op? Everybody puts a little bit in the pot. And then when the course is downloaded, you distribute it to the people who gave you the money. Oh, can somebody put fire underneath the thread for that? Oh my gosh.
A lot of company owners wouldn't like that, though.
No, they wouldn't. But you know what? Screw it. Yeah. They want their product sold. People got to do what they got to do. Okay, now the mindset, Rich, you want to break down, because I already broke down the tasks and the DMO. You want to break down the mindset?
Yeah. With the mindset, let's see here.
Like the types of people that they should be growing with.
Yeah, let me share what actually happens with the mindset with high-ticket clients. Again, you'll start getting more committed clients coming to you, okay? We call them clients because sometimes, they don't look for what you're selling. They're looking for you.
Yes, they are.
All right? 9 times out of 10, they're always looking for you. They're not looking for a thing. They're looking for whoever is running the thing and having success with the thing. And success doesn't mean like, I need to make like, $42K in 15 weeks. If that's the case, how did we end up getting people in the very beginning, right? We started just sharing everything that we did, even if it had nothing to do with sales.
Yes.
And people were just, they appreciate that we were transparent, that we were, being real. And we still were the same way today that we were, yesterday.
Yes, yes.
And that's the thing. Create better implementation, higher success rates, and less refunds.
Less refunds, because people are going to cancel regardless, but you can't get emotionally attached to that.
Well, that was my problem in the very beginning. I don't understand, because I care about people a lot. And what happens is when I see people quit, I don't see it as like, oh, you quit my business. I see it like, wow, man, you quit on yourself. Why would you do that?
Yeah, you said it now, but before you didn't.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just, why would you quit on yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you, you have so much potential. And it's painful, in the beginning. For me, it was like, wow, you just, you're quitting on yourself. You have an opportunity
Right.
to completely transform your life. Now, I'm just like, well, that's your choice.
Yes.
And that's learning through the experience over the years.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, if that's what you want to do, if you want to give up on yourself, that you're the one responsible for that decision,
Yes.
not me. Back then, I felt like it was partially my fault when I knew that it wasn't.
Yes.
Right? Because I wanted that person to succeed so bad that, unfortunately, you get connected.
Right.
No.
But what's going to happen eventually, the affiliate, is going to get notification from the team member or the client, and they're going to let them know, things are pretty tough financially, or maybe their mindset is just not there yet. There's there's a miss in the understanding of how the program works. And maybe they'll threaten to cancel. You could save a sale, literally. You could literally just take some time out of your day, devote that time to answer their questions if they have any questions or any confusion.
Right.
And really, this is where you have to come in and you got to do your study and you got to know your program well in and out, as far as not the comp plan, but how it works as far as just enough to get by. I know that in network marketing, there's a lot of talk about, you got to know the comp plan inside and out. I don't need to know all the gizmos about the comp plan. Yeah, I get paid every week. Great. We make 80% commission. Lovely. But I want to talk about, what is it that you don't understand about? Is it the things that you need to do in order to get, traffic? Is it the things that you need to do to fix your capture page? Is it the things you need to do of how to create an email follow-up sequence that people are going to want to open up and click on your email?
Right.
See, those are the little things people forget,
So let's talk about money, for example.
Okay.
And we're going to call this money block, money blocks. This is an audit, basically.
Okay.
And so I want you guys to write down your current income, all right? And then ask yourself, like, what's your comfortable price point, all right? And then more important, like, what is your dream income, right? Like, but be real with that. Don't go, I want to make $10,000 a month. Like, if you never made $1,000 a month, how are you going to put $10,000 a month, right?
Exactly.
It's okay to dream. It's okay to dream big.
Mm-hmm.
But start somewhere, right? Like, start with like $5K a month, right? Keep it simple.
Yeah.
And then grow from there.
Yes.
Because what happens is, what people do is they go too big too fast in their mind. They go, well, I want to make like 50 grand a month or 10 grand a month. And what happens is, if they don't reach that right away, they feel defeated. And psychologically, it's really difficult for them to bounce back from that. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
So I tell people, like, even like start off like, you know what? I want to make my first $100 a month. I want to make my first $500 a month. Now, why do I say that? Because if you can make $100 a month, you can make $500 a month. And if you can make $500 a month, you definitely can make $1,000 a month. And if you can make $1,000 a month, there's no reason why you can't make $5,000 a month. Okay? So once you understand the art of making sales, there's no reason why you can't multiply your efforts of what you just discovered. Okay?
Right.
Now, let's talk about some action steps. Let's start with one high ticket offer. All right? So I want you to think about, like, what are you selling? What is that one high ticket offer? We can start off with, like, just high ticket can start at $500 and you earn a $400 commission.
Yeah, keep it at the middle.
We'll keep it on the middle.
Yeah.
Okay. So find out what your offer is and find out what you're getting for a commission for that. Okay. That's the first thing. Now think about the traffic. There's many, many, many different ways of getting traffic online. It could be like, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok. There's so many now, guys, okay? But focus on one thing specifically.
Yes.
Okay? Get good at that, all right? And then now what I want you to do is, now this is very important because a lot of people go, okay, good. Got my offer. I know my commissions. One traffic source. Good. I could get a course. I could learn it. I could grow with that. But whatever you choose, whether it be YouTube, whether it be Facebook, you must understand your audience. You must understand your target audience. Okay? So if I'm selling, let's say, an affiliate with something to do with vegan, okay? I'm not going to build an audience of like people that are into carnivore and eating meat. It's just not going to work very well for me in my business, right? Again, if you are an affiliate marketer, you want other affiliate marketers. If you are into network marketing, your best clients are other network marketers.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that goes over a lot of people's heads, but that's a fact. So understand, whatever the one traffic source you choose, make sure that you understand your target market. Okay? Now, and when it comes to running traffic, let's talk about paid traffic for a second. We talked about the one thing, but let's say you want to do paid traffic. And we could do like email traffic, for example, right? You choose that one paid traffic source, all right? I want you to track one key metric, all right? What is that? Well, let's find out. How many leads are you getting for what you're paying for, right? Even if you're running YouTube,
That's a good one.
how many leads are you generating with with YouTube,
That's right.
right? How many sales are you getting with YouTube? You see what I'm getting at here? Because what's going to happen is you're going to figure out, I'm getting sales from YouTube and I'm making more money with YouTube traffic than I am with email traffic. Yeah, I might be getting a lot more upfront sales with email traffic, but why am I making more high ticket sales with YouTube than I am with email traffic?
Mm-hmm.
You see, when you track what's going on in your business,
You're gonna know.
you can make key decisions that can multiply your income.
Absolutely.
Okay? Very important.
Mm-hmm.
And now, Ace, I'm going to leave it to you.
So
Talk about success patterns.
The success patterns that we're looking for with our successful students. Like, we want to teach them. I say teach because they don't know what to expect. And we want to prepare their minds to be committed, right? And we want them to commit to being uncomfortable because things are going to happen in the business. It's just out of their control and it's going to affect them emotionally and psychologically. And so they have to get used to being uncomfortable. They have to get used to having that discomfort that's going to come along with being an online entrepreneur. And so we prepare them for that. They're going to learn to focus only on the results. I know a lot of you guys that are watching this replay or watching us live probably were taught to focus on the money. As soon as the commissions come in, focus on that and make that become your end all be all. No, that is not how Ace and Rich teaches. The way we focus, our focus is on the results. Your first click, your first opt-in, your first, email open, like these are the results. Somebody's engaging on your social media, for example.
Comment.
Great. Yeah. In comments, sharing your post, right? Somebody DM'd you and was interested and asked you for your link. That's a result. Mm-hmm. Don't focus and get so blinded by the gurus that are telling you, oh, they made $10,000, $30,000, $40,000 and you can too. We just told you where we came from. I think you could relate more to what we went through than someone who's got it all together, right? And is using that as their angle, where we teach average Joes how to focus on the results and start promoting those results as credibility.
Well, I know why you say that, because a lot of people came to us and said, I see a lot of people out there that have a lot of success, and you guys have success, but the way that you guys communicate and teach is a lot different.
It is.
And I felt like I couldn't resonate with those people. And that's why I guess people get attracted to us for that reason.
Yes, they do.
And with good reason, yeah.
We also work with our students and we tell them to think long term. We don't want people in this business, nor do we sign people up who want a quick sale and then there they go. That's it. No, we have people working with us for 8-9 years already, consistently. That's a wonderful business to have.
Oh my God, yeah.
And a relationship at that, built on solid B2B relationship.
And you know what's wonderful?
Yes.
Is seeing someone make their first sale.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And also like what you like to talk about,
Milestones.
their first milestone.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
And they grow from there, which is amazing.
Absolutely. And if you can keep a relationship with a customer that long, oh, it's such a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing. You know what? I will tell you, like, we protect our brand so much. Like, we have like a tight grip on our brand that there's many, many opportunities that come our way. Yeah. People want us to join their program, be a part of their unit. They know we can definitely like make stuff happen, but we refuse to join programs that just want to capitalize off of just a quick sale.
You know,
yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that because the other day, I was talking to somebody about like on Google,
mm-hmm.
if you type in Ace and Rich, you can find us easy on our social media sites.
Oh yeah.
But I discovered a website. I didn't even know about it. And there were some people, commenting reviews about us that I didn't even
That's
know.
pretty cool.
and I discovered it. I was like, well, that's pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
Saying good things about us and stuff. And
they're out there.
And I said, hey,
mm-hmm.
did you know about this site?
No.
And she didn't know about it.
I did not know about it.
Pretty cool. So people are talking about it.
So build a brand, build a brand name that's a household name.
With integrity.
Yes.
With integrity.
Yes. And build long-term relationships. And also, we teach our students that when they get to a point where they're starting to do their own closes and sales, they need to learn to value their time. A lot of times what happens is it's the first appointment and they're nervous. And so what happens is they want to get excited and then they want to give so much value in that one particular hour or whatever the appointment is set for their first appointment. And we tell them, pull back.
Yeah, because you might think,
mm-hmm.
you might think by you doing that it's going to help you. It's actually hurting you. Here's why. Number one, like you said, you got to value your time. No doubt about it, right? And people got to respect your time as well. However, you got to understand something. The human brain can only retain so much information, okay? So keep it short, keep it sweet, straight to the point,
mm-hmm.
okay? And keep that brain very fresh for the next session.
Absolutely. Okay? Yes, very good point. Okay, wow. This was valuable to you guys, what we shared.
A lot of information,
And you got a lot of information. Drop a 100 down below and let us know that you really appreciate and love what we're talking about. This is something that's hitting home with you. It's getting you inspired and getting ready for the new year. You getting fired up, ain't you? Baby. You getting fired up, And Christmas is almost here.
Yes, it is.
Christmas is almost here. So we think differently as entrepreneurs. We work through the holidays and then here comes Christmas Day. Yes, we do enjoy our Christmas Day and our family. Mm-hmm. We do take that day off. But then come New Year's, it's like working up to New Year's and then past New Year's, it's different.
We've worked through Christmas.
We
thought people make sales on Christmas.
Oh, yeah. People wake up to high ticket commissions on Christmas Day.
I remember that.
Yep. So we're going to go ahead and take some questions. I know we got some viewers here that want to ask some questions. I'll start with Chris.
Let's go.
Go ahead and type your question, Chris. Is it the one that you want me to get from the messenger that you just sent me? Or did you want to post it right here in front of everybody? It's okay. We're just going to flash your question right up on the screen if that's okay with you. And we'll go ahead and read it off and answer it right here on the live.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. So
we're very professional in what we do. All right, so I see some comments here.
Oh, Samantha, okay. Samantha says, how long until I see results? Let's see. That's a pretty common question we get. How long would it take to get results?
Well, here's the truth. It's not about how long it takes for you to get the results. It's about when are you going to take action. So, don't think about like, how long is it going to be before I make my first sale and I start making my first check? Because, you get all like that, Don't get like that. Because here's the thing, already you just sabotaged yourself and nobody's going to want to do business with somebody like you.
You just went diva.
I sure did because there are some divas on this show. But no, I'm keeping it real. You know what I mean? I'm from New Jersey and I know a lot of people who have this mindset, and this ghetto mentality about like all this and snaps and all that. It ain't going to, listen, it's going to keep you broke. You're going to be on welfare and on food stamps. I'm telling you, you better listen to me to make sure that you focus on taking action and being consistent with that action, because we have somebody on our team who went from 0 to making their first high ticket sale in 72 hours. And all because she followed the system and our protocol what we taught her, and she applied it, and that's how come she has results. Now, truth be told, if our team member had results in 72 hours and then we have another team member who didn't, well, the difference is we're all marketing the same program, but this one person was willing to take action and take imperfect action and get uncomfortable and do it while the other person is contemplating when to get started. Hello? Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay.
Another question. We have another question here.
Hold on. Okay, Chris. Chris says, this is a long one. Laugh out loud. Okay. Go ahead and we're going to see here. It's too long, so if we flash it up on the screen, I don't know if is it really that long?
It's really long.
Holy cow. Will it flash up on there? It's going to do it, cover the whole screen. Yeah. I just want to see what it looks like if we flash it up there. It'll probably cover up our faces on the show. Oh my God. Okay, yeah. Hey, it's real, y'all. Okay, it's a real question. Okay, so basically this is from Chris, and we appreciate you, Chris. Thank you so much. Chris says in his long question, I'm promoting a mid-ticket product that I truly believe in. The program focuses heavily on teaching organic traffic methods, which is great. But here's where I'm running into a challenge. When people join through me and don't see the same success I've had, they ask me why. I explained that I use both free, organic, and paid traffic methods. And I even share my exact paid traffic sources. The problem is many of them aren't willing to trust the process. They're hesitant to let leads go through the buying journey, capturing the lead, nurturing it, and retargeting. Instead, they expect instant results. Okay, I see your problem right there, which isn't realistic. For context, I've been in the game since 2017, and at my first training was in paid ads. I love paid ads because they're predictable. I can pay for traffic, get leads onto my list, and then retarget them on platforms like Facebook. I'm essentially hitting them from all sides. That said, I joined this program to learn more about organic traffic, so I'm growing in that area too. Here's my main question. Okay, can you help me create a sales page that showcases my brand and brings everything together in one place? I want to provide free training where I list both my organic and paid traffic methods. That way I can advertise a single link and let my audience choose what resonates with them. And on this page, they could also explore the tools and products I believe in to help them succeed in online business. I even offer a free system to get started. Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to cut off right here because this is really going long and we can't see the rest of it.
Okay, so here's the deal.
But I do see a couple of red flags already.
Yeah. So,
okay. So
we all know.
Go ahead, Coach.
The majority of people are not willing to commit to what you've committed to. That's the bottom line.
Agreed. Yeah.
Right? Because some people that have probably joined your team, not had that success yet, they'll say, well, how come I don't have success like you? Mm-hmm. Well, how long have they been in it, number one?
Right.
And let's say they've been in it for a while. Have they committed the way that you've committed? I probably can guarantee that that's a no. Right? Or let's say that they've joined, they've just got started, they've been doing it not as long as you, but they expect that same desired result, right? Which is incredible because you can't do that, right? You just can't. You got to put in the work, the hours, the weeks, the months, the years.
Get organized,
right?
Yes.
I always tell people it takes such a commitment, and the way that it works, it depends how bad do you want it. If you want it bad enough, like my mentor told me, if you never quit, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But if you're not willing to go through that journey, because it is a journey, then you're always going to complain why those results have not happened. Mm-hmm. Now, about the sales page. When it comes to creating a sales page for your offer, you must understand what your offer is all about. Can we create sales pages? Of course. Can we create offers that sell within those sales pages? Yeah, of course. Right? But that's going to cost quite a bit because we have to create a VSL. We have to create the slides. We have to create the copywriting.
Right.
Right? We have to do some testing. So yeah, to answer the question, yeah, we can do that. But understand, we need to know what your offer is. Okay? And when you create the offer must have incentives in those offers. Like
incentives and bonuses.
I don't know what you're selling, number one. Mm-hmm. And when you create incentives and bonuses with the offer, it must be related to the main offer that you're selling. You can't just sell bonuses that are not going to be, related to what you're selling.
Congruent.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have the main thing, what are the other things that are connected to the main thing?
That complement.
Okay. I'll give you an example so you're not in the dark.
Yeah.
So we have a page and we have a great income stream coming from Aweber. Well, how's that possible? Because we created a page that has a video. In that page, there are incentives and bonuses, but those incentives and bonuses go along with Aweber.
Right.
So what we did was we took that page and we made it more effortless for people who have no understanding of Aweber. So when they go to the page, they get signed up and they go, oh, wow, I can get help from Ace and Rich. Oh, I can get set up from Ace and Rich. Oh, I can have a meeting with Ace and Rich to get me on the fast start. Exactly.
Yeah.
Everything is congruent and related to the main offer. So if you want us to create a sales page with the VSL,
right,
make sure you let us know what is your main offer, what are your bonuses and your incentives that you are going to want to connect to that main offer with.
And then the other part that got cut off, I see the rest of it. You know, he is a little frustrated. We can see that because he says, I offer a free system to get them started, but I still run into resistance. Some say they don't have the money for the paid traffic, so I offer the free training. But then they say they don't have time to watch the videos or learn how to market on social media. It's frustrating because it feels like they don't really want to make money. How can I consolidate all my tools, training, and opportunities into one site so I only marketing one link? I want to make it simple for the audience to choose what fits their goals and take action. Does that make sense? It does make sense what you're trying to do.
You need a value ladder. You can't.
You don't have anything.
Everything has to be like.
Has to ascend upwards.
Yeah, everything has to be connected with the value ladder. So everything is all in one place, like what you want, right? So it just ascends upward, like you said. But the thing about it is, when you're trying to create a system, because that's what you're gonna need is a system. Okay.
A sales process.
Yeah, you need the sales process with that system.
Yes.
But nonetheless, you still need a system.
Yes.
So if you want everybody to go into one area, one place, you need, again, that stepping stone where they can lead to one step to the next step to the next step, right? And stop worrying about why they're not buying. I can tell you why they're not buying. Your audience is not matching the right offer. Okay? You may get some sales. You may get lucky.
Yeah.
And that's cool and everything.
Yeah.
However,
this is a reality check, man.
You have to look at your target audience and realize, is that my target audience?
Right.
Because if I'm trying to make more sales and nobody's buying, maybe they're only going to buy something that's worth a few bucks and not a higher ticket offer.
Yes.
Right. It's just the type of traffic or the type of audience that you're attracting into your business.
Yes.
That's what we've learned. I mean, you got to think about it. I mean, when I did some testing with different ads, I remember Google AdWords in the heyday. We went after all the network marketers, different companies and everything. And then we broke it down into like different areas of what books do they read, what kind of things are they into. So we started looking at their amount of income that they earn annually. So we really dove really deep into the audience and that specific individual through the customer avatar exercise and figured out like, who is this person? How much are they making a year? What kind of stuff do they read? So I know their mindset is in the right place. So when I'm ready to ask for the sale, they're more likely to invest because they've been reading things that connect to the things that we connect to as far as the same core values. Okay.
Yeah,
that's a big one.
I'm gonna chime in, Coach, on this one. So here's what, from my experience with closing high ticket sales, and I understand what you're trying to do, but I'm going to go in a different pivot in a different angle.
Yeah.
You can provide tools and training, and you don't need to have some kind of a built out funnel for this. You need to reserve that as content for your tribe. So the moment that you get serious players into your team, okay, and they're ready to roll their sleeves up and get to work and start marketing the same way like you, then you need to have that for your own Facebook group, or have like your own Telegram group that you could communicate with them and be able to create, different type of announcements and posts and things that's going to help them. Me, preferably, I would say do it on Facebook, because everybody's on Facebook right now these days. Most of your team members and buyers are going to come from Facebook. And so you want to keep them all together into a tribe, situation, and put them into your own, like, this is my name company Facebook group team, right? Like for me, we're part of an HBA group. And so we say, well, we're the HBA team group of Ace and Rich. And so what we do is we put together our group and we keep everybody together. And we also extend our palm out there to their team members to help them out. Why? Because we know that our new team members are not as experienced to do the training themselves. So we offer that also as a bonus help when they upgrade and go all in. So this is something you need to consider as, oh, that's a smart way of doing it. Don't try to, baby everybody. Don't be Mother Goose. You can't Mother Goose everybody, man. I'm telling you, Chris, if you really formulate your team better than this and try to work on a closed unit, you'll have much better control than to sit there and go, oh, well, I need a page built and I have to create, the process and then have my own membership site. Then what the heck is your affiliate program for if they don't have their membership site put together, right? It's their responsibility that they had built that out together. And then you're the one that's supposed to take the pieces together and make sense of it all to translate it to your team members so that they could comprehend it. And that's where your Facebook group comes in.
Now
away from the main community.
We gave you a lot.
Oh, God, yeah.
And you guys probably some of you guys.
I think Chris needed to book an appointment.
If you guys are brand new,
yeah,
and you listen to what we just said, I know you guys are going to be overwhelmed.
Yeah,
but that's okay.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody's in a different place in their journey, so it's cool. So here's a question from Karen.
Okay.
It's to you. She says, "What if I'm not confident selling high ticket?"
It's normal. Breathe, natural. If you're not confident in selling high ticket, were you confident when you invested to actually upgrade to the high ticket so you can qualify to sell it? I'm sure you were scared and you invested a lot of money, right? Okay, stop thinking about how much you spent because that's also affecting your self-esteem and your confidence. That's not what this is about. You're an entrepreneur now. You invested, you didn't spend.
Yep.
Okay, and that goes for everybody that's watching this,
yes.
Okay?
Yes.
If you invested over 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't care how much you spent, okay? Don't look at it from a consumer standpoint and change your mindset like you invested because that's going to pay you in the long run with the skill sets that you're going to acquire, okay? Granted that the program does what it says, and you learn from that to reinvest back into yourself.
Right, focus on the skill sets.
You feel me on that?
Yeah, focus on the skill sets to get you there.
Yes.
All right, because the problem is, and when I hear this, when Karen says this, like, well, what if I'm not confident selling, high ticket? That's more of a mindset block.
It is.
Right. Yeah. And actually, I believe it's more connected to a money mindset block, right? Because a lot of people sometimes feel that they're not good enough to earn a large amount of income. So they'll self-sabotage it by saying, well, what if I'm not, what if I'm not confident in selling high ticket? What if I don't, what if? Well, yeah, well, what if you are? You see what I'm saying? Nobody thinks about that other side. They always think about the pessimistic side.
Right.
See, in this game, guys, okay, entrepreneurship is we call it a game. You have to always be thinking optimistic, even on the days that things are not working out for you.
Yes.
Right? Because if you let those pessimistic, thoughts creep in on a day that maybe it's just not working out well for you, you have to remain optimistic because if you don't, you're going to feel self-defeated one day, and then another day comes up, you're going to be self-defeated again and again and again and again. And what's going to happen is eventually you lose steam.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
So what I want to tell you is, okay, especially you, Karen, feel that there's something great waiting for you, right? And you have to really have that belief within yourself. I know it's kind of, typical to hear that, but you do have to have the belief in yourself to think that you can accomplish this.
Yes.
Okay? Because that's what we did. We're like, well, we're going to do this. Like our attitude was like, come hell or high water, we're going to figure this out.
We're going to figure it out.
And we will become super affiliates.
Yep.
And we will have success. And we will earn our first 6 figures. We will earn our first 7 figures.
And we'll make history.
Okay? And we will move to Tropical Island.
Yes.
And here we are, right? So it's like everything, come hell or high water,
make it happen.
We're going to figure this out. We're going to make this happen. And we're never going to give up. We're not going to learn how, we're not going to cave in and go, no, we give up.
Yeah.
We don't even have that in our bones, like in our DNA. It just doesn't exist. Okay? And I told this to her. I'll be here to my last dying breath. I will figure this out.
Yep.
And when I do, I'll still do it to my last dying breath. Right? That's the attitude. Again, when we said earlier before, when we opened up, it's about making that commitment. You have to commit.
Mm-hmm.
This is not something to go, well, I'm going to go join this and I'm going to see if I can make money. That is the wrong mindset. How about this? I'm going to join this, develop the skill sets so I can crush it in my marketing, so I can start making some serious money.
Yeah.
That's the mindset you need to have.
Yeah.
All right?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Next question. Let's see here. Charles says, how do I overcome fear of judgment? Well, it's a simple focus of transformation that you're providing. And when we shifted from our thinking of price to thinking more about the value that we bring to the marketplace, that's when everything changed.
Exactly, because what we wanted to do things that nobody does.
Yes.
And now we're starting to see people copy us.
Be different.
Yep.
Yeah. Honey, they can copy all they want, but nothing's better than the original.
But hear me out. You know you've made it when you got big players starting to copy you now.
And what we mean by copy, meaning they're actually swiping your content and swiping the stuff that you're doing.
And your ideas and your words.
Your words and your story. Yeah.
Think about that. I want you to really
That's a
think
compliment.
about that.
Just take it as a compliment. Yeah. So before we wrap up, let me give you guys 3 actionable steps
let's do it.
that you should be doing. First one, audit your offers. Right, Rich?
Yep.
Audit your offers. Make sure that they're aligned with your income goals, especially realistic income goals, not unrealistic income goals. Number 2, review your daily schedule. Take a good gander, like a 30,000-foot view, pretty much. Look at what you're doing day in and day out and find out where you're prioritizing your ABCs. A is the highest priority, B is the middle, C is the most less important. Look at your priorities and start putting them down. Are you doing revenue generating activities? If not, and you're BSing your time, you got some evaluation to look at.
You have some explaining to do.
You got some explaining to do.
With yourself.
Number 3, check your circle. I am a big advocate about your circle of influence. Think about who you're hanging out with. And I don't mean your friends. Okay. They ain't got nothing to do with your business. None of your friends and family got anything to do with your business.
That's true.
Are you surrounding yourself with high ticket thinkers? If you're surrounding yourself with broke people who you have to convince that this works, you got to change your circle.
I mean, look what we did. We've invested in courses in learning about even more about high tickets and the psychology and how it works and everything.
Yes.
That's why we're able to answer questions, for Chris saying, hey, look, man, you have to have things ascend upward, right? We've learned a lot of different things about different price points, the psychology of price points, things like that, offers, how offers work, right? How to, create the offers, incentives, and bonuses, all that kind of stuff. We've invested in all that. We've learned all that.
Yeah.
Right. So again, keep investing in yourself and you'll keep growing.
Chris says, got it. Thank you. Makes sense to me. I will be joining your mastermind to learn more from both of you. Oh, thank you.
Cool.
Looking forward to talking to you, man. Yeah, definitely. We're no stranger. We are right there within Messenger. You can DM us. And Rich, you want to basically flash our link on the screen. Let them know.
Do that. Actually, perfect time to do it.
Perfect time to do it. Guys, if you are looking to get your new year kicked off right, things did not go so well for 2024 and you're looking to get a restart in 2025, definitely don't wait till the last minute when that ball drops and it is 2025. Do it now. Book an appointment with Ace and Rich. Head on over to www.meetaceandrich.com. Definitely set up a call with us and we'll meet with you. And we're going to talk about, your business. We're really looking for our next success story. We help create a lot of other success stories and we have an impact in other people's lives, but we want to help you. If you are ready to step up to the plate, definitely we are offering our time to sit down with you, look at your business, answer some questions, figure out what direction are you going to go. There's been times when we actually sat with people and we found holes in their marketing process. And when we just had this one conversation, they got a lot of value out of the conversation so that they could actually make some changes and get some better results this time.
So here's the page, guys. We go over to meetaceandrich.com. You'll go down to the calendar here, just book your call, and you'll be seeing all these lovely people, all these testimonials.
Yes.
People that have actually have some great results with us. And there's a lot more. We got to fit more in the page. But let me just head back over here and just got to see what that page looks like.
Okay.
Cool.
So remember the difference between struggling affiliates and super affiliates. It's not about the tactics, guys. It's not. What is it, Rich?
For me, it's all about just being aware of the present moment and making the right decisions, because too many people worry about the past and they also worry about the future. And they worry about the past because, that just keeps them stuck. But in the future, what happens is that there's so much speculation about what might happen. What if, what if, what if, what if? Forget about that.
Mm-hmm.
Stay in the present moment, okay? Because the present moment, you have power. And when you have power, you can make the right decisions.
That's right. So if you're ready to shift into action and take that action, comment the word shift. We'll get in touch with you right after the live, and we'll book that call with you as well.
Awesome.
All right, let's
cool.
wrap this thing up.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap things up. My name is Rich Guzman.
And my name is Ace Guzman.
Thanks so much for being here on Ace and Rich Live. And guys, we will see you next week. I believe Christmas is early next week, right?
It is in the middle of the week, so that Friday will pop up on there. You can wear your Santa hat.
You know what? Yeah, we'll be here next week on Ace and Rich Live.
We'll do a special Christmas special.
Yeah.
We'll do that, and we'll come up here on Friday at 8 o'clock. And y'all could pop in, have your hot cocoa, and just hang out with us. It'd be cool.
Yeah, share with us how your holiday was and everything.
Absolutely.
And we love that.
We'll do an awesome special and a hot topic as always. So thank you so much for joining us on Ace and Rich Live. We'll see you next time. And once again, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and enjoy your weekend.
Bye now.
Take care, guys.